Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of This Old TJ. Today, what we will be working on is a front U-joint replacement. And if you can see, I can physically move this thing by hand. And the other symptom is when driving it, you hear this as you're going down the road. Repeatedly. You speed up, the sound speeds up, and as you slow down, it stops with the car. Replacement part from the local auto parts store was 20 bucks. I am attempting to do this without pulling the entire drive shaft because I really don't want to drop the belly pan tonight. So I'm going to see if I can loosen this up, slip it back on the slip yoke enough to drop it down, get my C-press on it, and change it right here in the driveway. So to start out, we've got the 4 8mm bolts. Which with the size of the ratchet head, apparently I'm going to need an extension. Go, one down, and you can see here on the thread that these are in with blue Loctite, so the torque spec on them is like non-existent. I think I've looked it up and it said 14 pounds. Alright, I'm going to have to get a shorter extension, so I will be back in a moment with something I can fit in there a little more easily. Okay, I've made it back, and instead of using my 3/8 drive, since these things are tiny, I'm stepping down to a 1/4 drive. That and an 8mm D-well socket is more than adequate. And it should keep me, when I'm putting it back in, from over tightening it. All right, one cap down, one to go. To go with the theme of trying to do this in place, I am not going to pull the other cap entirely off. What I am going to do is mark how this was phased. And now we'll see if we can get this thing to break loose. One And the last little bit I'm going to attempt to do before I drop this thing down is to pull the clip, at least on the near side. So a little bit of pry bar, and that did actually come out pretty easily. So now we'll go ahead and pull the other clip. And get the press positioned up in here. Reach through the top, make sure that's all in good positioning. It is. That side's looking a little dry. I don't see any obvious failure on it, so it looks like it's probably just a matter of time. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to press this other one back through, but it looks like I may have to. Whoa, and there we have it. I don't know if the camera caught that or not, but the needle bearings literally just fell out of this one as a rusty mess. So we found the cap that failed. You can see the seal just come off with it. And you can see the trunnions like a rusty mess as well. Got the old U-joint out. I've kind of cleaned up around the where the caps go in. So we are ready to get the new one set up in here. I'm going to move these caps a little bit out of the way here, so anything that should happen to fall downward doesn't end up in them. So we'll get our cap that heads over on the other side here. Alright, we've got both sides pressed back in now. So we'll get our new retaining clips in the grooves. Almost had that one. There we go. And you can hear that pop in. Yeah, so that one is in there good and solid. I'm not satisfied it's going in, so I'm going to pull that out. Maybe see if I need to press this side in just a hair more. Yeah, and this time it does appear to be fully seated. So we'll re-verify our other caps here. Didn't get anything knocked out of sorts. And interesting, that just shot a bunch of grease out the other side. This one looks good, so we'll get it back on here. So now to get it all slipped back up into place. So both sides are locked in here. We'll get the cap back on, re-Loctite the bolts, get them in, and we'll be back on the road. Okay, and run these back down before I tighten them up. On the two upper bolts, I have enough exposed threads on the lower to get some Loctite on it. I can tighten that one back up, and then I can actually cinch everything down to roughly 14 foot-pounds. Alright, with that, it's finished. So we are back on the road. Overall, pretty easy job to do. That definitely saves a lot of time over dropping the belly pan. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, reach down there to the like button. If you haven't subscribed, consider it. It would sure help us out. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.